Brazil, home to the majestic Amazon rainforest, has become a pivotal global platform for climate dialogue. In Belém, delegates from around the world gathered for the 30th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, also known as COP30. Each year, representatives of governments, science, civil society, and international organizations come together to address the most urgent challenges of the climate crisis. COP plays a key role as an international forum where coordinated decisions are made and shared responsibility is defined in response to today's global challenges. The fact that COP30 is being held in Brazil carries particular significance. The Amazon, often referred to as the lungs of the planet, plays a crucial role in the global climate system. At the same time, this region is under immense pressure from deforestation, environmental pollution, and industrial exploitation. The choice of venue highlights the close connection between global climate policy and regional realities. An active participant in this international dialogue was the delegation of the ALLATRA International Public Movement. Its representatives took part in official events, held meetings with political leaders, diplomats, scientists, and organizations from various countries, and contributed the findings of their own scientific research to the discussions. Within the framework of COP30, the ALLATRA Global Research Center presented current research findings on the impact of micro and nanoplastics on the environment, climate, and human health. The presentation was organized jointly with the Egypt the Dream Foundation for Development and Innovation. The findings were presented by Marina Ovsinova, president of ALLATRA and an expert on global threats, together with Alexander Masny, a bioinformatics expert. A central focus of the presentation was the ability of nanoplastics to accumulate electrostatic charge. This process can disrupt biological mechanisms at the molecular level, leading to long-term health consequences. The data presented show that nanoplastics are found not only in soils, water bodies, and the atmosphere, but also penetrate living organisms down to the cellular level. There, they can trigger inflammatory responses, oxidative stress, and mitochondrial dysfunction. At the same time, analyses indicate that nanoplastics may also affect climate-relevant processes, influencing complex natural mechanisms that shape weather and climate conditions on the planet, an aspect that is still largely overlooked in international climate strategies. COP30 also featured the presentation of the report, Nanoplastics in the Biosphere, From Molecular Influence to a Planetary Crisis. The report offers a comprehensive overview of the global risks posed by nanoplastics, linking molecular-level data to planetary-scale consequences. The presentation sparked strong interest and lively discussions among conference participants. Many have noted that this research represents a significant contribution to the international scientific debate, opening new perspectives for protecting the environment and human health. In addition to scientific presentations, the ALLATRA delegation held numerous meetings with high-level international representatives. These included a meeting with the president of COP29 and the Minister of Ecology of Azerbaijan, where rising seismic activity, natural disasters, and changes in the Caspian Sea were discussed. Meetings were also held with the Director General of COP30, representatives of the government of the Gambia, delegates from Qatar, and the National Emergency Management Agency of Nigeria. These discussions highlighted the close connection between environmental issues, climate security, and social stability. The president of the ALLATRA International Public Movement, Marina Ovsinova, gave interviews to Brazilian television channels, Band News TV, and Canal Rural. The interviews examined global environmental trends, the growing burden on the biosphere from plastic pollution, and the need for international cooperation. In addition, ALLATRA representatives held a conversation with renowned Brazilian journalist Fernando Gabeira, focusing on the long-term consequences of nanoplastics and the global community's responsibility. Beyond official activities in the so-called Blue Zone of COP30, the ALLATRA delegation was also active in the Green Zone. Their representatives engaged with international organizations, environmental foundations, and in particular, indigenous communities of the Amazon. These meetings demonstrated that sustainable solutions to the climate crisis must be not only scientifically grounded, but also socially and culturally sensitive. Another highlight of the program was participation in an event organized by Voice of the Ocean in collaboration with Netflix. The focus was on the state of the world's oceans and the growing threat of plastic pollution. Experts from the ALLATRA Global Research Center exchanged scientific data and observations with renowned marine researchers, including members of the Sherman family. Participation in COP30 clearly demonstrated the importance of dialogue between science, policy, media, and civil society. The analytical reports presented by ALLATRA were recognized as a valuable contribution to the global discussion. At a time when environmental crises, climate change, and health risks are increasingly interconnected, it becomes evident that global challenges can only be addressed through collective action. Belém, located on the edge of the Amazon, became for several days a meeting point for this shared global responsibility. COP30 is part of a long-term process that will shape humanity's response to the ecological limits of our planet and the legacy it leaves for future generations.